Coming up this morning for you on Daybreak, the president has grounded all Boeing 737 MAX planes from flight. We'll take a look at its local impact.
And after an incident at a local hospital this week and an uptick in marijuana possession crimes in Springfield, we take a look at the gray area leading up to pot becoming medically legal.
Plus, college campuses throughout Arkansas come together to spread awareness about the opioid epidemic. We'll have some more details on that and much more coming up for you on Daybreak.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us. It's Thursday, March 14th, maybe better known as Pi Day. I'm Lauren Barnes.
Joe Morano right now, and I guess I'm always Joe Morano. I don't know why I said right now.
It's Pi Day right now, and you're Joe right now.
I just told you 2 minutes ago. I'm slow today, guys.
We'll see if we can get you some pie to make up for it. You know, the trend we're seeing this year is that pizza pie is included, and so is pot pie.
Okay.
I like this spread.
Yeah, I'm all right with that as well. I know Elisa's a bigger fan of pizza pie over the other three.
Or the math pie.
Or the math pie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that too.
You guys can keep the pot pie. I don't want that. But I'll take the pizza, and I'll take 3.1457.
Yeah.
Yep. Continue.
We'll talk more about some pie deals as well coming up later on, right?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
In our headlines.
What else we got going on today? Pretty warm to start out, right?
Yeah, and this will be the warmest that will be all day today.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's not good.
Temperatures will fall as we head through the day. We still have these gusty winds. The wind advisory continues through 7 o'clock. And these gusty winds today are going to pull in that colder air mass. So that's why we'll have those temperatures tumble. So again, that wind advisory continues until 7 o'clock this evening for most of our Missouri counties, and then northwest Arkansas. We'll continue to see these wind gusts at 40 to 45 to 50 miles per hour through the afternoon. You see the camera in Springfield is shaking. It's been doing a dance for the last 24 hours. 58 degrees in Springfield right now. South winds are sustained at 23 miles per hour. We are sustained up to 20 miles per hour through most of the Ozarks. We're seeing gusts up to 35 to 40 miles per hour this morning. We've got clouds out there this morning, some rain getting clipped from Mountain Home to West Plains, but things pretty quiet and warm, starting out near 60 in Springfield. But you can see temperatures much cooler to the west. This is going to arrive as we head through the day today, so temperatures will head the other way. We keep things windy, so be careful on the roads, especially driving next to trucks. Temperatures fall by the end of the day, a mix of sun and clouds, and near 50 by dismissal. More details on these wind gusts coming up in 10 minutes.
The type of planes involved in the deadly Ethiopian Airlines crash are now grounded in this country after an order from President Trump yesterday. One of those planes landed at Kansas City's airport last night. After 2 737 crashes around the world, dozens of countries have also grounded those planes. Kent Boyd with the Springfield Airport says the top destinations people fly to from here are Tampa, Dallas, L.A., Orlando, and Vegas.
Many of those are vacation destinations, especially Orlando and Tampa. So a lot of people flying from Springfield nonstop on Allegiant go there for vacation. They're not going to encounter any 737s at, let's say, the Fort Walton Beach Airport.
The FAA says those planes will remain grounded until more information is found from this investigation.
We also have a follow-up story to bring you. The Department of Natural Resources will meet with the public tonight to discuss the water contamination in North Springfield. TCE in water has been a big concern for months, and this evening DNR is hoping to clear things up with some updates. The meeting will also be open to public questions. It will be inside the event center at the fairgrounds from 6:30 to 8:30.
Some education coverage for you. Governor Parson has announced his appointment of a West Plains woman to Missouri's Board of Education. Mary Scheid will fill the only open spot on the board if she is confirmed by the Missouri Senate in a few weeks. She owns a physical therapy clinic in West Plains and acts as a project director for a program that works on nutrition and wellness education with students.
Well, it's been called a legal gray area, but the law in Missouri when it comes to medical marijuana is still, according to attorneys, black and white. Earlier this week, Bolivar police searched through the bags of this cancer patient named Nolan Sousley, looking for marijuana after reports the drug could be smelled outside his hospital room. But amid the chaos of the video, there's one statement that we have yet to clear up.
I think medically in Missouri it's really legal now. They just haven't finished the paperwork.
That was Sousley arguing with officers who said if they find marijuana or THC containing materials, he'd get a citation. Voters say marijuana should be medically legal. Back in November, they voted that way, but it's not quite that simple. Chip Shepard, a lawyer here in Springfield and an advocate for the use of medical marijuana, says voter approval is just the beginning of the legalization process.
You're not going to have any legal marijuana until you have marijuana in the dispensary. The home grow people can get their clones or their starts from the dispensary, or the people that have a patient card can get their marijuana from the dispensary. But until the dispensaries are open, it's still illegal.
Now, this legal gray area, so to speak, is also what Springfield police have said is leading to more citizens possessing marijuana. Chief Paul Williams has said his officers have recently pulled over a number of people in possession, each claiming they are now in legal possession, which is not quite the case.
More on a developing story for you. A bill in Arkansas to discourage dispensaries and cultivators from selling medical marijuana in a way that appeals to children gets past its first obstacle as a Senate committee advanced the legislation that was originally filed to ban the manufacture or sale of medical marijuana in edible or drinkable forms. The bill was amended to discourage marketing products that resemble popular candy for kids. Lawmakers stressed that patients and hospitals could still make their own edibles, but one patient advocate believes the process should be left to dispensers and cultivators.
A lot of people don't understand the process by which medical marijuana is transferred into an edible form. You simply don't grind it up and throw it in the flour. It's got to be made into can of butter, which is a process that a lot of people aren't familiar with.
A second bill to limit advertising of medical marijuana was pulled to fix some conflicting language. Colleges throughout Arkansas are teaming up to create awareness for substance abuse.
Color 10's Hannah Zettel joins us now with more on how the state plans to continue the fight against opioid abuse. Hannah.
17 campuses across Arkansas are coming together to educate students about the opioid abuse epidemic. According to the Center for Disease Control, last year Arkansas had the second highest opioid prescription rate in the country, with more prescriptions written than the actual population of the state. Even with a prescription, long-term use for short-term effects can lead to addiction. The #1 risk associated with opioid use is misuse of these prescriptions, which can lead to consequences, even death or overdose. Students at Southern Arkansas University taking a stand against abuse of prescription drugs with a week of events targeted to students and the community. SAU counselor Casey Jones explains how opioids affect the body.
Opioids in general are a depressant, central nervous system depressant, and so they can actually cause someone to stop breathing. It's important that once you've used it for what you need it for, that you get rid of it so people can't get their hands on it.
Of course, you can help combat prescription drug overdose or abuse by disposing of your unneeded medication at secure drop box locations throughout the area. You can find one at Walgreens, which is a safe med disposal box.
All right, Hannah, thank you for that information. Still ahead on Daybreak, you might have noticed yesterday Facebook and Instagram down.
Ooh, a lot of people did notice that. How Facebook responded to that outage coming up next in your Money Watch.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.